Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Got a bit of a weird one for you today. Discovery 2. It's been running and starting fine, and then suddenly we've got a bit of a problem where it won't start. I'll show you what it's doing, and then we'll see if we can find out how to fix it. I've got a tester here. This is a tester and probe, 12 volts, and I've also got the multimeter inside which I can use, and that might help us out as well. But we'll get to the car and show you what's happening. So chuck the key in. You got to start the car. All we get is a click. If we try locking the car, I've just been doing the headliner. As you can see, it's out. So let's lock the car up and open it. Now, I don't think it's an immobiliser problem or EKA code problem. We haven't got an alarm going off. We haven't got a light coming on the dash. We've just got no power whatsoever. So let's open the bonnet and see what we can find out. There's the headliner. Just been doing a bit of paint in the corner there. Let's find my stick. Sorry for filming the sky. There we go. So the first thing to do really is check all your fuses. So to do that, I'm going to get not the 12 volt tester I've got there, I'm just going to get the multimeter. Right, so here's the multimeter. If you put it onto continuity, and that means that when you touch these together, you get a little beep. So if we put it onto the individual fuses and we get a beep, that means that the fuse is not blown and power will go across it if necessary. Now we'll check them all. We don't know which one's with the starter at the moment. It looks good. It's easy enough to go across all of them with this without a problem. So them are fine. You've got the bigger ones down here. You can test them as well. So they're all working. You can go along all these ones. I'm going to check which ones to the starter. So if we've got the thing here. That one's the starter, that fuse, and that's the starter relay there. So we give them a check. So with this one, the starter fuse. You can't test this one in situ, it's going to have to come out and then stick your probes in there. So that's fine. Right. So fuses are all good. We'll go through the fuses inside just to double check. So you've got the fuses under the panel here. This fuse box has been out before. So I'm going to do the same with all of them. I'll go through all of them. Hopefully you can see this. Oh, if you can't see it, hopefully you can hear it. It's always worth testing all the fuses, because a fuse that in the instruction or on the page goes to something might have a knock-on effect to something else. so much easier than pulling every fuse. So all the fuses work. So I'm going to move on to another test. So for the next test I'm going to use this 12 volt probe. We have to hook it up to the battery. So that one's untangled these ways. Let's see. Right. I do apologise. So we've got these two here, live and negative, which we're going to connect to the battery, which we'll do now. So, negative and live. One thing we haven't checked, which we should check really, is I want to check that the battery's got the right voltage. So with a multimeter, you put it to around 20 over there, and then we want over 12 volts coming from the battery. So the battery is low at 11.8. That's probably because the doors have been open quite a while. Don't think it's got any bearing on this, but if your doors haven't been open and the cartridge has been sitting, it won't start, you're just going to click. Probably the first thing to do is check the battery. This one's not that much below 12 volts, and I don't think it's causing us the issue. So back to these. So now we've got a 12 volt probe. Let's just see. So this one here is the start and motor relay. So I want to check if we've got any sort of power coming to this. Let me see. That's a little bit better. Start and motor relay is here. So what we're going to do is pop that relay out. Drop it down there so we don't find it again, and then I want to check if we've got power coming to the relay, which we have. As you can see, the light on there, 12 volts. These should be reading earths really, so yes, yes, and yes. So they've all got green lights now. Let me find this relay. Where's it? Dropped in a place I can't get it as usual. Fingertip job. It's just spinning around in my fingertips. There we go. So on the relay, don't know if you can see this, but on the relay it shows you where the light comes in and pin wise. So it shows you where the light comes in pin wise and where it goes to. So let's see if we can get you to see these pins. So the light comes in this pin. Dunk there, and it goes. You got a pin there and a pin down here, you can see, and these two will make the light go across here. So basically one of these little pins here, let's see if we get it. So you got the light comes in there, and then when the switch is switched over between these two, it comes out of this one. So what should happen is that should go live. When you turn the key, one of these should go live, which in turn makes this one live. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if when we turn the key one of these goes live. Can you see me light? No. see it's green there. Now if we turn the key, it goes red. So that's telling us that it is switching the switch on in the relay. So is the relay broke? So the next thing to do is test the relay. So this has also got an alert plug here. So what we want to do is we want to get this relay. The power comes out of this one into this one and should turn this one 12 volts. So we want it, and that one's going to be earth. So earth on there, and if we put power to these two, you hear that? It is switching over. So it is working, and that should be giving us 12 volts out of this one. So let's have a look. If we get the multimeter. So we should be getting 12 volts at the end of this one here. So we want to put the live on there from the multimeter. I'm going to stick the earth to the battery. That'll be the easiest thing to do. So I'm trying to hold that as well. So we've got the earth to the battery. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn these two live, and we're going to measure what's coming out of this plug. It's a bit fiddly, I'm doing it on my own. Try and get these two to turn live. See, that'll flick the switch, but it won't send the 12 volts unless you've got it across both of them. Which is difficult to do. Oh, we had a bit of voltage then. I have to try and set this up a bit better. I'll just stick this aside now. I know it's upside down, but at least you can see something. So I'm gonna, we should get 12 volts at this one. So I'll have 12 volts on there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see behind there, but you've got 11.64, which is about where the battery's at anyway. So it shows that the relay's also working, which is weird, because if I'm getting power from there across there, the car should start. Let's put the relay back in, give it another turn. Let's turn the key. We got nothing. Oh, I think that relay's shaped. A test the starter anyway. If you just want to test the starter, make sure the starter is working. All you got to do is put 12 volts to there. There you go, look. And if you keep going, it will start. Turn off the key. Obviously, you've got to have the key. And if the key is turned on, you can just start it from there if the key is turned on. So that's a good way to do it. But it seems like it might be this relay. Will it turn over now? So look. No. got to be a problem with that relay. So if we try another one. Yeah, it's very strange problem, this one. Very strange, because you saw it go when I pressed down on the relay earlier. Let's try the relay slightly out. See if it's got connection issues. What's that a connection issue? Because now that relay's at that angle, it's starting. So it's an issue with the way this is connecting. Probably gonna have to clean the contacts, but that's a good way of finding out why your car won't start. Sometimes the click can be your starter motor. If you're putting power here and you're getting just a click down under the car, it's your starter motor. So I hope that helps some people out. Subscribe and like for more videos. See you later.